I keep 100 racks inside. Like, I'm so excited about this background, girl. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell so that you're updated anytime that I post a video. First and foremost, I'm sorry for being gone for all of January. January was the longest year of my life. It was just way too long. A lot of random stuff was going on, but no fear, I'm back, and I really have it in my plans to be consistent, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So during my skincare journey last year, I had partly wanted to get on Spiro because I am really sure at this point, well, I was sure that having oily skin was a huge contributing factor to my acne. And you know, I just made up in my mind that I wanted to be on Spiro because I wanted to be healed internally. But when I went to the dermatologist back in around February of 2019, my dermatologist prescribed me some topicals first, and that gave me a little bit more time to research and ask around and figure out if I really did want to do Spiro or, you know, if I didn't want to do it. So I'm glad that I got the topicals first, and if you want to know what topicals I had, I have another video on that. I'll link it up in the card. So I'm glad that I did topicals first because they did work, as you can see, and I'll insert a photo of what my skin looked like before. I was really skeptical about Spiro because when I researched the things that Google said were a little concerning, and so of course I got on YouTube, and the cases I saw were really extreme, and that kind of scared me a bit too. But that's a huge reason why I wanted to do this YouTube channel, because one, I wasn't seeing women who looked like me or maybe have the same needs that I have. So that was a big reason why I want to do skincare on YouTube, just because I definitely saw a gap in the type of content that was being offered. So I'm looking on I'm looking up Spiro videos, and I really can't find anything. I think there was one girl I watched and her acne was like extreme. It like threw off her period. It had her all kind of out of whack and stuff. So at that point I'm shook because I have a very regular period, and I'm one of those people, I've been tracking my period since before there were apps. Like when I was in high school, I had a flip calendar, and I would keep track of my cycle that way until college when I got a smartphone, and then I started tracking on the app. So like my period being regular is like very important to me. So I was very scared about getting on it because I didn't want it to throw me off. Then I also saw some people say that they couldn't drink while they were on it, and I'm no alcoholic, but you know, a girl likes to have a little something every now and then, so I was concerned about that too. But 3 or 4 months down the line on my topicals were working, but I just wanted to get my oil production down just so that the occurrence of acne would be even more alleviated, because I wasn't getting any more acne those 3-4 months into using my topicals. But I was just like, you know, let me just try this because it may give me a different kind of effect, whatever. So I was prescribed the 50 milligram tablet of Spironolactone in the middle of August 2019. I asked my PA if I would be, my physician assistant, if I would be able to drink on it, and then I also asked her about would it make my period abnormal, whatever. She told me no. I asked around a little bit more, and you know, I felt confident, and I'm very in tune with my body, especially with things that come to like my hormones and my cycle and stuff. So I felt confident that I would be able to kind of gauge what was happening inside my body once I did start feeling side effects. Now, spironolactone is a diuretic, so I knew off the bat that it would make me use the bathroom a lot, but I drink a lot of water day to day anyway, so I didn't think that would be an issue for me. And I think those were my only concerns. So I stayed on it for about 4.5 months. I recently stopped on, I stopped in January, in the middle of January. I was going to, as you can hear, I had a little bit more in here. I want to say I had 11 more pills to go, which would have put me at the 5-month mark with them, but I stopped. But before I tell you why I stopped, I will say they did clear my skin. Well, no. They did reduce my oil production because my skin was already clear. It reduced my oil production. I definitely noticed it with when I put on makeup, my skin wasn't like overly oily, and I did like that. But I feel like being on it made my acne come back because, like I said, the topicals that I used had completely cleared my skin, and I'm not one of those people that I need my skin to be completely clear, no blemishes, no dark marks. I've had acne since I was 12 years old, so having scars is not an issue to me, especially because I wear makeup and I have no problem like what my face looks like right now. It's not an issue to me, but I felt like being on the Spiro, I should not be getting more pimples. Like I was getting more pimples than not when I first started, but like I had gotten to a point with my topicals where I really wasn't getting any new pimples, and once I got on the Spiro, like they were coming pretty frequently, and that was bothering me. So that was one of the big reasons why I got off. But let's get into some other reasons as to why I got off. So one, the using the bathroom a lot. I don't feel like it got necessarily out of hand, but the only time it really bothered me was when I was out at night. I would use the bathroom a lot, and it's just bothersome when you're out at the club with your friends and you're just trying to have a good time and you rush into the bathroom every 30 minutes. Like that was a little annoying, but I mean it wasn't too much. Like even so I was on it through my birthday in November, and I had a dinner, I had a little dinner with my friends, and one of my friends thought, so I wasn't drunk on my birthday, but I kept going to the bathroom. Like I was going to the bathroom every 15 minutes. And later on, like last month, my friend had mentioned to me, like, girl, you was going to the bathroom so much, da, da, da. I was like, I wasn't even drunk. It's because of the prescription I was on made me keep having to use the bathroom. So like it wasn't annoying because, again, like I drink a lot of water daily, so I'm used to getting up and going to the restroom. But just, you know, when you're out at night, the urge to have to use the bathroom doesn't go away, so you're going to be using it all of the time. So another side effect that I had no idea about, when I got my cycle, so one of my main symptoms that I've had for PMS is tender breasts, and that's pretty normal to me. I can handle it, but being on Spiro made, one, the breast tenderness worse, and it made my nipples sore. Like that was the unbearable part for me. Like I couldn't deal with it. I didn't like it, and yeah, it was too much for me. Another thing was, and this was probably the very main, one of the main reasons I just had to get off. It just wasn't for me. It makes your pee dark, and it's going to have an odor. Not so much an odor that, like, if you're in the restroom, the whole bathroom is gonna smell, but when you sit down to use the bathroom, you are going to smell it. And for me personally, that was bothersome because, like I said, I drink a lot of water, and I'm one of those people that I keep track of the color of my urine just because it's a part of taking care of my health. I always want to make sure that I'm getting enough fluids. Ultimately, I did get off, and I've been off for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and I was getting like a recurring pimple here and on this side, and if you can see, they're gone now. And what else? Like I did get a little bit sick after I got off, but then again, it's flu season. My cycle was on its way, so I really couldn't pinpoint what made me sick, but a few days later, my pee wasn't smelly anymore, my pee isn't so dark anymore, and I feel like it's completely out my system. And I would say that this product could be for you if you have more severe acne than I had and more severe oiliness than I had, but it just wasn't for me. I know some people who love it. I didn't hate it. It just wasn't for me. But I hope that this gives, you know, somebody who's looking for more information on Spiro, I hope that this gives them some insight on, you know, what your experience might be like. Again, I have a very regular period. So I know for some people, if you have an irregular period, it may regulate your period for you, but that's fine. So it didn't mess up my cycle. My cycle came on time, relatively on time while I was on it, so it didn't mess up my cycle. But that may be because the dose that I was on, which was 50 milligrams. So, you know, talk to your dermatologist, your physician assistant about things like that, and, you know, really find out what would be the best for you and kind of go from there. But I just really wanted to share what my experience was like, especially because I've been on a skincare journey for many years and trying different things. I do want to let you guys know. So that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment if you have any suggestions on things that I could have done while I was on Spiro. Let me know if this was helpful for you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.